Good day everyone, my name is Valerius Langkog and my topic is all about sensitized material. Sensitized material, it refers to the film and photographic paper basically composed of emulsion and containing silver halides. The silver halides react to ultraviolet radiation, violet and blue light only. However, they can be made sensitive to other colors of light and infrared radiation with the additional of dyes. Ang sensitive materials is mao na siya ang material na sensitive sa light like sa film and photographic paper. It is made with silver halides which is ga-react sa light so that nga ga-react siya og color and image. So sa simple word, sensitized material is specially kind of paper or film that can be used to take pictures. What is photographic film? A chemical reaction materials that records a fixed or still image when the film is exposed to the light. It is made of transparent plastic in a shape of strip or sheet, and it has one side covered with light-sensitive silver halides.
Hi guys, my name is Gander Piñones and I will be report types of photographic film. Number 1, print film, also called negative film, turns into a negative when developed, meaning the color become inverted. Kuan din siya guys, kani nga film kay negative na buo ug ang mga kulay daw, ang mga color niya kay baliktad, ay kuan like inverted ba. Ang next kay color reversal photographic film, also called slide films, known as transparencies after being developed and are then viewed through a loupe or projector. Kaya na siya nga film guys kay mabuo siya pagkahuman tan-awon o matanaw mo siya sa pamamagitan ng kuan ng loupe or projector. Ang number 3 guys kay black and white reversal films. These films are less common than print and color reversal films. They take conventional black and white stock and reverse process it to result the black and white slide. Ang kanina nga film guys kay kuan kayo kanang karaniwan kayo ba kaya sa mga kuan mga pelikula nga naka-print o nagabag-o dahil siya ang kulay. Kani nga kuan conventional siya kay black and white tungod siya. Ang next kay instant film. These are films are exposed and developed by the instant camera after photograph has been taken without need to be developed in laboratory. Kani siya nga film kay very common na kay siya karon sa karon nga modern era. Kani siya nga film kay kinabuhat siya sa pamamagitan ng instant camera, ganit karong camera nga karong modern nga karong camera, instant camera. Maulan to guys akong report.
Hi guys, today I will discuss to you the film structure. In the film structure, we have structure of black and white film, overcoating, emulsion, base, and anti-halation backing. The structure of black and white film is a light-sensitive materials are composed of two basic parts. So na siya duha ka basic parts, guys. The emotion and the base. The emotion is the light sensitive portion that records the image, and the base is the support to which the emotion is coated. Also, negative materials have additional layers that perform a special purpose. They are as follows: overcoating, anti-halation backing, and non-curl coating. The overcoating is protect the film from friction, scratches, or abrasion before development. The overcoating is a clear gelatin layer that is sometimes called the anti-abrasion layer. The third one is the emulsion. It is the thin layer of gelatin that suspends and support the light-sensitive silver halides. And the fourth one is base. Base is the support or hold the emulsion in place. The base may be transparent, translucent, or opaque, depending upon how the recorded image is to be used. The base is generally made of a cellulose acetate. And the fifth one is the anti-halation backing. The anti-halation backing prevents light from reflecting from the base back into the emulsion. So, ang emulsion daw, guys, kay mao daw to siya ang nag-support sa light sensitive silver halide. Ang silver halide, guys, kay mao na siya chemical na ginagamit sa pagprint. Diya mag-react ang light to form an image. As you see in the picture, guys, naadala ang katong gelatin nga something, mao to siya ang dito nakapaloob ang silver halide. Tapos ang base naa siya sa baba. So mao ni siya, guys, ang anti-halation na part kaning gamay kani. Tapos ang base kani sa tunga siya ang gitung-an sa tanan. And kani guys, kaning mga like murag mga bato nga gagmay, mao na siya ang silver halides na siya sa sulod sa gelatin binder. And mao ni siya ang emulsion, guys, kani siya. And that's all. And for the non-curl coating and structure of color film, also the film size will be discussed by Chagas. Thank you.
Film structure. Non-curl coating is the non-curl coating prevent the film from curling during the drying process. So, non-curl coating, the hardened gelatin layer applied to the back of the film. It's called the non-curl coating. Since the emulsion swells when it's wet and shrink when it's become dry, there is a resulting strain on the flexible film base, which can resulting in curling. The non-curl coating prevent this curling. So, structure of color film. Modern color film are construct much as the same as black and white film, but the color film consists are the three separated emulsion on a single film base. Each of the three emulsion layers recorded the three additive primary colors, which is red, green, or blue. The top emulsion is sensitively the blue light and produce yellow dyes between the top emulsion layer and the middle emulsion layer. is a yellow filter. The yellow filter absorbs the blue light that would otherwise affect the middle and bottom emotion layer. During the drying process, this yellow filter is dissolved. So ang yellow filter is magdissolve. The middle emotion layer records a green light. So ang sa tunga sa emotion is recorded siya as green light and nagaproduce siya magenta dyes. The bottom emotion record the red light and produce cyan dyes. So ang bottom emotion is recorded as red light o nagaproduce siya cyan dyes. Many of the modern high-speed color film have a fast and slow emotion layer of each primary color. So next, film size. So there are two types of films format used commonly in the photography, which number one, A is roll film. So a term of roll film is usually reserved for film wound up on a spool with the interleaving light tight backing paper to protect the wound up film. So roll film it's any type of spool wound photography which protected from white light exposed by paper backing. The term originated in contrast to sheet film. Roll film was originally often referred as the cartridge, cartridge is firearms. Because ang roll film is mura daw siya resemblance sa shotgun. Bala siya shotgun. In 1981, a farmer in the Cambria, Wisconsin, Peter Houston, invented the first roll film camera. His younger brother David filed the patent for various components of Peter's camera. So in 1981, a farmer from Cambria, si Peter Houston, siya ang nag-invent sa first roll film. So next is sheet film. It's referred to a medium or large format of film, mainly used in view cameras and supply the individual sheet rather than rolls typically used for 35 millimeter format film. So sheet films, the most popular size measures in a 100 millimeter or 130 millimeter, 4 in or 5 in. Smaller than larger size, including the gigantic, have 510 millimeter and 610 millimeter, which is 2 in and 24 in. To use sheet film, the photographer places a sheet of film, emotion side out, into a film holder in the dark and closes the dark slide over the loaded film. Next, the holder is inserted into a larger format camera and the dark side is removed from the holder. The exposure is made. The dark side are replaced and the film holder is removed from the camera.
Good day everyone, my name is Sarah Ignacio and I tackled about characteristics of photographic film. First is emulsion sensitivity to light. One of the most important characteristics of film is its sensitivity, often referred to as film speed. Second is film speed. It refers to the measure of a film sensitivity to light. A film with a high sensitivity speed requires less exposure than a film with a lower sensitivity speed. Film speed or ISO are unimportant film photography as each film speed is used different scenarios and lighting conditions. So below these are important points about film speed. Film speed. A. Fast film. 800 IOS ASA. Fast film will result in the greatest photographs, but It's great to use when shooting fast-moving subjects in low-light conditions. This film is often used by sports photographers or journalists who do not always have the best lighting to work with and need to capture images without blur. Fast speed film should be used for fast moving subject in low light, dimly lit situations without a tripod, and when using a zoom lens in low light condition. Fast film should not be used in bright condition or images that you would like to enlarge more than 8 times 10 inches. Film speed is remarkable important and can make or break a photograph. There are exceptions to the above rules, and experimenting can certainly yield expressive and interesting results. But the fact that remains that the film speed you choose will have a direct effect on the quality and density of the picture you take, regardless of whether you're shooting digital or fast film. Medium speed 400 iOS. iOS 400 film speed is great all-purpose film that can be used for most situations. Photographs can be taken without the need for high amount of lighting and moving subjects can be photographed with ease. Medium speed film is best used to photograph overcast outdoor images, indoor portrait with natural lighting, and when photographing a combination of indoor and outdoor images under same rule. Medium speed film should generally not be used with fast motion photograph such as sporting event indoors without much light or in extremely bright lighting. Slow film below 100 to 200 iOS ASA. iOS 100 or 200 film speed are best for bright lighting conditions and outdoor photography. As this is a slower film, more light will be required for exposures. If there is not enough light available, slow film may result in dark or blurry photographs. A tripod is highly recommended when using a low-speed film unless the photographer has a extremely steady hand for slightly longer exposure time. Slower speed film is best used to photograph outdoor landscape
Good day, everyone. I
in
am Shirley
intimate
Hani,
objects and
and I
outdoor
will be
events or
tackling
bright day.
what are the
Slow
four general
film should
classes
be
of
generally not be
photographic
used
film
for dimly
emotions.
lit areas
So,
and
from the
fast-moving
previous
subjects.
topics, it was mentioned what is the definition of emotion. So, now let's discuss the four general classes of photographic film emotions. So, the first one is colorblind or monochromatic emotion. In this case, it's typically sensitive to a narrow range of light in the monochromatic spectrum, usually in shades of black and white. Um, these films are used primarily in specific applications like copying and graphic arts photography, where precise reproduction of black and white images or documents is required. What's interesting is that colorblind films can have multiple ISO values assigned to them. ISO values represent the sensitivity of the film to light, and different ISO values are assigned to various light sources. Next one is orthochromatic emotion. This sensitivity allows it to capture images in a broader spectrum of colors compared to purely monochrome or colorblind emotions. However, there is a limitation to orthochromatic emotions. they are not sensitive to red light, this means that objects that appear red in real life will not be captured accurately in photographs taken with orthochromatic emotion. Instead, red objects will record as clear areas in the negative, appearing white or transparent, and as black areas in the print, appearing it as dark or black. So, to achieve sensitivity to green light, orthochromatic emotion typically incorporates sensitizing dyes into silver halides used in the emotion. This makes them well suited for many applications, but requires photographers to be mindful of their limitations when capturing scenes in red elements. The third one is panchromatic emotion. This broad spectral sensitivity allows panchromatic emotions to accurately capture and reproduce a full spectrum of colors and tones in black and white photography. To achieve sensitivity to green and red light, panchromatic emotions incorporate sensitizing dyes into the colorblind silver halides used in the emotion. This makes them versatile and well suited for various applications, including copying, portraiture, and general black and white photography. Photographers often prefer panchromatic emotions when they need to create high quality black and white images that faithfully represents the colors and details of the original subjects. So the last one in the four general classes of photographic film emotions is infrared emotion or the IR. So these are unique because they have additional sensitivity to red and infrared radiation, which is beyond what the human eye can see. This extended sensitivity allows photographers to capture images in the infrared part of the spectrum, revealing details and features that are not visible in standard photography.
So, what is spectral sensitivity? So, the response of an emulsion to specific colors of light or radiant energy is termed color or spectral sensitivity. So, spectral sensitivity is like a graph to measure the sensitivity. So, spectral sensitivity of an emulsion simply means that the emulsion is sensitive to some energy of the electromagnetic spectrum. So, what is the speed in digital cameras? So, speed in digital cameras is in there in the camera settings. So, is there a number so that the speed in the digital cameras can be measured? So, speed in the digital cameras, it refers to the measure of a film's sensitivity to light. So, a film with a high sensitivity requires less exposure than a film with a lower sensitivity. So, what is digital memory card? So, memory card is like a small storage device so you can put on a smartphone or digital camera. So, memory card is an electronic storage device used for storing digital media such as photos and videos. So, in photography, memory cards are commonly used in digital cameras, varying type, form factor, capacity, speed, class, and brand. So, how does memory card work? So, when you take a photo, the camera records all the light and color data that landed in the digital sensor. So, the camera then takes the info packages to a single file, then transfers the file into the memory card to be stored. So,
we take videos and snap pictures for the sole purpose of capturing the moment. and we are able to immortalize them with the help of our cellular phones, digital cameras, and etc. But capturing the moment isn't the only thing that's important. Thank you sa technology ato karon. Okay, we have what we call SD cards because it will help us store the captured moments para ato silang mabalik-balikan pag-abot sa panahon. They say that cameras are the closest thing to time machine, and I agree because it'll help us relive a certain moment by looking back or looking at the videos and the photos. Now, what is SD card, you may ask? Invented in the year 1999 by the SD Card Association or the SDA, Secure Digital Card, abbreviated as SD, is a type of electronic data storage or a flash memory card that is used in portable digital electronic devices like digital cameras, drones, cellular phones, and personal digital assistants or the PDAs, and etc. So basically, we go on with our days nga ana ay SD cards at our reach. Now, we will head on to the evolution of SD cards. So, people back in the day would own a stock of SD cards. Okay? SD card can only hold up to 2 gigabytes, and people with a lot of files would buy new ones once ma-take up na tong 2 gigabytes nga ana sa SD cards. And as the technology grew and the new advancements were made, diha na naabot ang SDHC or the Secure Digital High Capacity Card that can hold 32 gigabytes na makastore high quality files and videos. And the creation of SDXC, which is the older pa sa SD cards, and sa SDHC or the Secure Digital Extended Capacity Card that has a capacity of 2 terabytes that is equivalent to 1,000 or 2,000 gigabytes or ika 1,000 ang SD cards na makastore 4K files and usually mga high bulk na mga files. So, these cards were made to match the growing technology we have today. So, naatay thing na makastore sa ato ang mga files. That is all. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Leo Severona and I belong to group 3 and now I'm reporting the topic memory card types and format that can be used by law enforcers. First is the Stick Pro or the Memory Stick Pro. Memory Stick is a digital flash memory card developed by Sony in October 1998, was available in sizes of up to 12 MB and a sub version. So the uses of Stick Pro is appropriately removable flash memory card format created by Sony. So it used formally to refer to memory cards in general. Electronic flash memory data storage device used for storing data, typically in portable devices. Next is the compact flash type 1 or the CF1. Compact flash or the CF was first introduced by SanDisk in 1994, and it quickly gained attraction compared to all other formats of the time. So the uses of the compact flash is widely used in a portable electronic devices such as digital cameras, digital SLR cameras, phones, and video recorders. The compact flash are high performance memory cards with a high reliability and memory integrity. Compact flash cards are also used where memory integrated when a device is too small. Next is the multimedia card or the MMC. The MMC is a flash memory card which is used as storage media for a portable device including a cellular phones, PDAs, smartphones, and digital cameras, music players, video camcorders, and personal computers. So the MMC card is the universal cards which can manage all the storage. And next is the secure MMC card. An additional optional part of the MMC is for by specification as a DRM or the digital rights management mechanism intended to enable MMC to complete with SD or memory stick in this area. Next is the DV-MMC card. One of the first substantial changes in MMC was the introduction of dual voltage cards that supports operation at 1.8 volts in addition to 3.3 volts running at lower voltage reduces the card's energy consumption, which is important in mobile devices. So the use of MMC card is for storage media for portable devices in a form that can be easily removed by access by a PC. So it is also used in mobile devices. Next is the XD picture card. XD picture card is a flash memory card format which is used for storing pictures, photos, image, audios, videos, etc. XD cards are available in capacities of 16 megabyte up to 2 gigabyte. The XD card were developed by Olympus and Fujifilm and introduced into the market in July 2003. The XD picture is the obsolete form of a flash memory card. It is used in digital cameras made by the Olympus, Fujifilm, and Kodak during the 2000s. The XD in the XD picture card stands for the Extreme Digital. XD cards were manufactured with capacity of 16 MB up to 2 gig, and this card is also known for the usage of in the camera or the SLR camera.
Good day, ma'am. I'm Ken Abilon. I would like to discuss about memory card and structure of memory card. So first, what is the size of memory card? Memory cards obviously come in different sizes. While older memory cards were limited to megabytes, newer memory cards are much larger. In comparison, can be commonly found in 64 gigabytes and larger sizes. Some of the latest generation memory cards offer 112 gigabytes memory card capacities. So as of now, ma'am, pinakadako is may 512 gigabytes. So magamit ni siya, ma'am, para mabuo ay matapok ang imong mga videos or mga photos na imong mga kailangan, ma'am, mga needs. For example, ma'am, crime scene, and magamit ni siya, ma'am, para diri ibutang imong na video o mga photos para maisa na nimo kuan, ma'am, matapok. And di lang siya 512 gigabytes, ma'am, dagan po siya 128, 256 gigabytes, 64 gigabytes, and so on. So next, memory card types and format can be used by law enforcers. How fast does a memory card work? Memory cards can also vary greatly in speed or how fast they can read and write information. Unfortunately, this is where things can get quickly confusing because speed ratings and how they are marked vary greatly by memory card type. In this section, we will look at how memory card speeds are marked on SD, CF, XQD, or CF Express memory cards. Next, how long do SD cards last? According to technical specification, modern SD memory cards have a minimum of life of 100 100,000 or 100 write cycles. This means that if you format your SD memory card 3 times each day, it will last for 100 years. So SD cards, ma'am, are designed for data storage and should last for 10 years or more. So mo na pinakataas, ma'am, 10 years or more na siya bago magubaw, or kung ang pinga na bumayo is nagdugay jud siya, ma'am. So this is the structure of memory card. First is maximum read speed. So this is the maximum sequential read speed the memory card is capable of in megabytes per second. So makita din mo diri, ma'am, is number 1, SD cards currently in 3 tiers and describing memory capacity ranges. And so 300 MB, ma'am, and daghan pa na siya ma'am is 300 MB, 500 MB, and so on so on. So number 2, type of SD memory card. You should also be able to locate a proprietary SD card logos on memory card labels that indicate whether the card is of SD, SDHC, or SDHC type. So for example ma'am is mura po ni siya mga brand ma'am, SDXC, mga SDHC card, micro SD, compact flash, and etc. etc. So next, third is UHS bus speed. UHS bus speed is also often published directly on memory card labels. So makita na mo diri ma'am is duha ka linya. Duha na siya kabuk klase ma'am, UHS 1 and UHS 2. So ang pinaka paspasan niya is UHS 2, which is 156 megabytes per second, and ang isa naman is UHS 1 is 50 MB per second. Next is number 4, SD speed class. This number indicates what SD speed class card it is per table above. So makita niyo dito ma'am is 10, dagan po siya klase ma'am, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So ang pinakapaspas na niya is 10. So this is the absolute minimum sustained write speed for both SD and micro SD cards. So next is 5, UHS speed class. Aside from UHS bus speed, you will also typically find a UHS speed class label. So makita naman dito ma'am is 3, tulo na siya kabuk klase ma'am. Speed class 1, minimum write speed of 10 MB per second, and second is U3, UHS speed class 3, minimum write speed of 30 Mbps. Yes ma'am, megabytes per second. Third is 50 megabytes per second, I think. And lastly is 6, memory card capacity. The capacity of memory card is typically displayed in large numbers. As can be seen here, this memory card has a total capacity of 128 gigabytes. So as of now ma'am, sa memory card is 128 gigabytes. Dagan na siyang klase ma'am, o gyapon as what like I have said ganina is 2 gigabyte, 4 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte, 16 gigabyte, 32 gigabyte, and 64 gigabytes.
The overview of photography paper, the result of photography in its final form, is the photograph. The materials necessary to produce a photograph, which is the positive print, are sensitized paper, printing paper, invented by Louis Desiré Blanquen Edward Eswart in 1850. Photographic paper is made of layer of a sensitive substrate, the photographic emulsion that is coated on a piece of. Once exposed to light, it needed to be chemically developed and desensitized to light in order to render the image and make it permanent. So, photos consist of at least two components, which is the paper and the image. Paper discs can include the thin sheets of plain paper like that used to create office documents or thick multi-layered papers. Number 2 is image forming materials. These are the colorant that makes up the picture. Image forming materials include dyes, pigments, and toners. So, ang photographic paper daw, kaya consist siya two ka-components, which is ang paper o ang image. Pag moingon tag paper, example, anis, ang bond paper. Kung asa nakaprint ang mga office documents, og naapod thick, which is baga og multi-layered papers, kung asa iprint ang mga picture. Ikado is ang image. Kabalo naman taon sa ang image, no? So basically, ang image, diha na naka-include ang mga toner, mga dyes o pigments para makita nato ato ang mga picture. So naapod tayo upat ka characteristics sa photo paper. Pero I'll be discussing only three because Anikog will be discussing the last characteristics of photo paper. First is the photosensitive emotion. Sa photosensitive emotion, natay duwa, which is the positive and negative emotion. The negative emotion, it is by far the most well-known. Producing a negative image is either only the parts of the emotion exposed to light get darker. So, ang negative emotion, no, mauni siya ang katong murag itaas pa nimo para makita ang picture. Atong gidiscuss ni Seychelles Basal. While ang positive emotion daw, producing a positive image is either only the parts of the emotion not exposed to light get darker. Image na siya na naa sa photo paper pero black and white iyang labas. So makita man na nato no murag katong past report. Second is surface finish. Surface sheen. Surface sheen refers to the reflectivity of the paper coating. This ranges from matte to high gloss, with variations in between. So when we say math, mao ni ang paper pag maigo siya sa sun, klaro gihapon nato ang picture makita. Walay something like hayag pag ibutang sa init. And ikaduha, semi-gloss, mao ni ang paper na kung maigo sa sun, hayag kay siya tan-awon pag mo reflect na sa ato ang mata. Murag siga siya maayo ba, pero makita gyud nato. So, ang gloss paper, hindi na photo paper, pag iputang sa init, ang ma-reflect na picture sa ato is na murag something sad sa tunga. Dili siya sakit sa mata. Dili siya sakit tanawon sa mata. So, nakatulo is the thickness basis weight. Ang thickness basis weight na siya tulo ka buok weight. The light weight. These are used when the thickness of the paper is not a consideration and high degree of flexibility is necessary intended for purposes which is involve folding. Lightweight, dili kay siya baga tama-tama lang. Na flexible siya o ma-fold di Japon maunsa. Maskin ma-fold di Japon siya maunsa. So, ang kado is single weight. These are paper used for small print or print which is need to be mounted on solid and fine details are necessary in the reduction. It is used only for ordinary photographic purposes. Single weight if gusto ka solid o detailed kaayo imong picture. So, ang last is the double weight. Double weight, these are generally used for large prints because they stand up better under rough treatment. Double weight mauni ang murag needed kaayo para sa mga large prints para maklaro kaayo ato ang maklaro kaayo og detail ato ang picture. Murag feel ako ang example ano is like kanang sa murag tarpaulin, something like that. So that's my report for today. I hope you learned something. Have a good day everyone. Thank you.
Base tint. White. These are preferred for a cold effect. Cream. These are preferred for pictorial effect, portraits, landscapes, or when warm matte effect is desired. Buff papers. These are preferred for tone prints. Ang white papers are the most common type of photographic paper. They are preferred for cold effect, which means that the prints will have a cool blue tone. White papers are often used for printing landscapes and other outdoor scenes. Cream. Cream papers, the preferred sa pictorial effect, portraits, landscapes, or when a warm effect is desired. This means that the prints will have warm yellow tone. Cream papers are often used for printing portraits and other indoor scenes. Buff. Buff papers are preferred for the tone prints. This means that ang prints will have more submute tone. Buff papers are often used for printing black and white photographs. In a simple word, the base tint of photographic paper affects the color of of the print. White papers produce cold chun prints, cream papers produce from chun prints, and buff papers produce mute chun prints. Ang sa white paper ga-preferred og cold while ang cream paper is a warm effect. Mao ang kalayan nila na ang
What are the
nila
types of
printing
black and white
portrait or
photographic
PVC.
emulsion? Silver chloride
Base 10 of
emulsion.
photographic
They
is
are
the
very
color
slow,
of the
low
paper
sensitivity
before
to
exposed
light,
to light,
and
whether
mainly
white, cream, or
used
buff.
for contact printing. Works with long expression times. Their sensitivity is limited to UV light and violet. So number 2, silver bromide emulsion. They are very fast, very sensitive to light. Their sensitivity widens almost up to green light. The tonal range is shorter and cannot rival the one offered by silver chloride immersion. They print with neutral to cold cast. Chlorobromide immersion. They are sensitive enough to allow working under the enlarger, which requires relatively short exposure times. Silver chlorobromide used in a modern photo paper that have sensitivity to light that may go from violet, blue up to cyan, but not necessary up to green, and most definitely up to red light. Variable contrast emulsion. The paper is coated with 2 or 3 layers of immersion of equal contrast and sensitivity to blue light but of different sensitivity to green light. So now, what are the types of photographic paper that can be used in law enforcement? Glossy paper. Among all the different of type of paper, glossy paper is the only one that tends of reflect light in a way that the photo becomes unclear. So kaning glossy paper kay mo ni siya ang mga sinaw na siya ng mga ano na doulunon siya og reflection sa mga lights. Matte. They produce greater contrast largely because the color black shows up well in them. You should use matte photo paper if you foresee reflection and fingerprints being a problem. Canvas. The only flaw that canvas paper is that it is textured. This means that in certain types of lighting and angles, bumps can become evident on the surface. 4. Pearl or lustre. Pearl or lustre is this photo paper of the often known as semi-glossy photo paper, except for the fact that they can texture feel. Pearl photo papers are high quality products that combine the qualities of matte and satin photo paper. Metallic. If compared to different types of photo paper, metallic photo paper can be used to produce the glossy look, albeit but with a metallic tinge to them. This photo paper often give chrome-like appearance and can provide high quality sharpness and clarity to the image being printed.